what would you say to like a woman if you were having a conversation with her and she's like, yeah, Islam seems interesting, but I don't want to lose all my rights. Like if I become a Muslim, then I'll be oppressed. What would you say to that type of woman?
This is my type of content. This is what I talk about. So if a woman says something like that, I'm gonna feel very, like this is my time. Now listen to this podcast, girl. Like listen to this lecture I'm going to tell you. I'm gonna talk a lot about women rights in Islam, and by the end of this conversation, inshallah, this woman will be absolutely sure that Islam gives all the rights to women. Because once again, feminists in the West cannot even imagine this amount of rights a woman in Islam has. And to say something certain, right? To say some real things. Like in Russia, I do not know how to say it in English once again, but if a husband leaves his wife and she raises their children, he has to pay something for the financial support to this kid. And it, most of the time, many men do not pay it at all. They just ignore it. But many men pay something very little. So a woman raises those children and pays everything, and she goes to, she works herself, she pays for the children and everything. So in Islam, there's no such thing as 50-50, A man provides for the family. Even if there's a divorce, like this is allowed in Islam, divorce is allowed, a man still pays for the kids until he pays. He provides their children even if he leaves. And in Russia and in the West, as I believe, there's no such thing as this. And no matter if the kids stay with him or not, he keeps providing.
What other stuff would you say? You said you'd give her a whole talk. Say she's actually listening to this right now, and you could give her the top 3 or 5 points to convince her. What would you say?
Probably I would mention that women in Islam are allowed to work, to choose their husband, even if it is, I'm not sure if I use this word right, but a compulsory marriage, forced marriage. It is not valid in Islam at all. So a woman chooses her husband. Divorces are allowed. Abortions are allowed. Well, they're not forbidden. So in many situations, they are allowed, especially if we're talking about danger for women's health and life. But in many Christian countries, they are banned even in the emergency situations like health threats and life threats, like Nicaragua, Malta, Andorra, Philippines. All types of abortions are forbidden strictly. And also, women in Islam, just like men, are obligated to get education. It is obligation for everyone in Islam to get education. Women are allowed to own property, to inherit it, to do with that property whatever they want. And women in the West got those rights maybe 50 years ago. But women in Islam, Muslim women, almost 1,500 years ago. In English, you say it 1,500 years ago, almost 1,500 years ago. they got all those rights. So this is the first thing I'm gonna say, that all the rights all the Western feminists been fighting for the last 100 years, 50 years, Muslim women like have them already. This is the first thing I'm gonna say. The second thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna mention some names of famous Muslim women. Like, of course, I'm gonna mention Fatima al-Fikri for founding the first university in the world, and it is the oldest university that works now, that keeps working now. And also, I'm gonna mention Rufaida al-Islamiyya for being a surgeon, a first surgeon. Then I'm gonna mention Khadija, the wife of the Prophet, peace be upon him, who was a businesswoman. Of course, she was like modest about it. She was not like she was modest about it. She was, I do not know enough English words to describe, but I'm gonna mention her. And also, probably, let me say one more name. Probably Sudait al-Mahmali. I say it with my Russian accent, sorry, but Sudait al-Mahmali is a mathematician. Oh, and Lubna from Cordoba. She was a translator. So we know a lot educated women. There is a book. I know there is a book. I do not remember the title of the book. Probably you would help. A man collected 10,000 names, female names of hadith narrators. 10,000 female hadith narrators in one book. Probably I'm gonna Google it now, probably. So it's like a lot. Educated women in Islam is not something unusual. It is normal in Islam. Educated women, warriors, teachers, translators, scientists, poets, doctors. It is a part of Muslim life. Like so many educated Muslim women. 10,000 Muslim women. Research by Dr. Mohammed Akram Nadwi identified over 10,000 Muslim female hadith transmitters, highlighting a deep, often overlooked history of women in Islam scholarship. His 43-volume work, can you imagine that? 43 volume. That's kind of crazy. 10,000 names, 10,000 female hadith transmitters.